Good morning. Today is the 10th of June. Um, New topic today. Topic today is ganja. Well, what happened was I had to make this video quick before it becomes old news, okay? What happened was yesterday was the 9th, the first day legalizing cannabis. We all know in the past cannabis had always been a drug, considered a dangerous drug, because it makes people drunk. But look, beers, alcohol, wine, they make you drunk too, but it's legal and it's under control. You're not supposed to drink when you're not supposed to drive after drinking, and actually you should. There's a standard drink, okay, like a can per hour, so as not to reach the maximum alcohol content in your blood. Shut up. Okay, so since yesterday, since the legalizing, the first minute, midnight of the 9th, all the illegal ganja trees, weed trees started popping up everywhere. It was like everyone was like, listen, we don't grow that kind of drugs. And all the next morning, big plants everywhere. So comes to show that everyone, not everyone, a lot of big part of the population do grow them illegally for their own use. Okay, they are not that dangerous since people have been using it for ages. And if you're educated, you know how to do how to use cannabis. It's actually a very, very productive plant. Okay, what we have is the parts of the plant. With the plants there, we can use leaves, the stalk, the stem, the buds. We call them buds. Actually, the flowering part. That's the part where people druggies use. Druggies. We used to call them druggies. Now we should probably just call them smokers. They will cause you to get dizzy. I tried it before when I was in uni overseas, and for me, I don't think it's that bad a kind of drug. That it's not those hardcore drugs like meth and all those coke and stuff like that. Not coke. Coke is a cocaine. I'm not sure. And anyways, those I would consider hardcore, because they will get you hallucinating and do dangerous things to your family. Seen on the news on a daily basis in Thailand because of a sudden outbreak of drugs, hardcore drugs. Government had been controlling, but now pretty slack. They're everywhere, and it's cheap too. So that must definitely be. I think they should really control it, 100-fold, because of that, the kind of effect it has in our community. But with weed, I think it's more like a sort of. It's just for fun. I mean, I've never seen people after smoking weed go and kill someone. Most of the time I see them happy and that you know that that thing. I cannot sing the whole thing because it'll be copyrighted, and you know what YouTube does. You can't do anything with. They basically would cut bits and pieces off until there's nothing left to show. Well, I've got a couple of plants of my own. I try so hard to grow, and after a couple of little baby leaves, dies. All sorts of reasons. Too wet, too dry, too hot, too much fertilizers, too this, too that. And every time it comes to 2 or 3 leaves, that takes ages. That's like 2 or 3 weeks already. So I almost gave up. Finally, when I succeeded, look at that. Look. Yeah, that's one. That's another one. I had to put them up there because if I put it down, the birds, that guy, and those ones in there, they're hatching babies, so they get attracted. I've got one more over here. That one looks promising because normally it will be that tall already with only 2 leaves, but this guy's got more leaves than his height, so it looks a bit healthy. Yeah, that's it. But I'm thinking to myself now, hey, I'm trying so hard for, 2 days later, not today's Friday, tomorrow, weekend market, and it's legal now, and all those people who've been growing illegally, they're going to be taking all the stocks out, they're selling it everywhere. So why am I trying so hard to grow it for? I can buy a mature plant now that it's legal. I don't have to wait that long. These 2 plants, it took me over 2 years of experience, and now it's finally succeeded. I don't know. I don't smoke. I don't think it's addictive. I've had them before, and I've had them 4 or 5 days in a row because we went camping, right? And we didn't want to bring too much alcohol, and where we camped at, there was no driving, nothing. We were only fishing, so it was pretty safe. We wasn't too happy with our catch that were rolling on the floor or anything. That we had our guitars, we were partying, just having a innocent. That was when I was just graduated, so we had some fun. And after that, after the end of the holidays came back, and I feel like it's not addictive. You can smoke in 2 months in a row. I don't think I would be addicted to it. But with beer and alcohol, yeah, it is addictive. I was addicted to alcohol for a while. Every night it would be like a habit. Like smoke, like cigarettes. It would be like a habit. Some people have to go to the toilet. They would have a habit of with my smokes. But with weed, until you make it a habit, then it'll become a habit. I don't know, but there's no urge. As in hardcore drugs, like if they don't get it, they'll go crazy and they'll be shivering and attacking people and even murdering their family to get some money to go buy some. Scary. It must be controlled. Duterte in Philippines. You got my green light. Shoot anyone who's related to drugs. I don't know. Hopefully they legalize cannabis because it's nothing, and you need to understand it more. And also, people are cooking. Now, some of these people who don't understand too much about this CBD, THC, not TZ, tender loving care, TLC. If you mix them, it becomes TLC, which is good, like strawberries and chocolate. You, you have to know that it is a kind of medicine, an herb, and it does stop the growth of cancer and a lot of different kinds of pain. People with insomnia, can't sleep, all sorts of cures and a kind of relief for different sorts of patients. There are several ways to take it in. The most common way, just for fun, just for a laugh. Okay, it's by smoking it. I've seen people selling tools of smoking it. They've got bongs, and I haven't seen bongs in Thailand yet. I don't own one. I don't smoke it on a regular basis. I'm waiting for them to grow. And also you can cook it. You can get some leaves and cook it, which is perfectly innocent. I've tried that a million times, and I have no effect from it. I don't even think the thing smells good or tastes good. People just want to try it, and eventually I think it'll be over. That trend will be over. People will be like, "Why are you eating that thing? You might just go and eat grass." So then again, it's a different attitude towards cannabis. You can smoke and just make sure. Okay, you have to be responsible. Yeah, you definitely have to be. That's kind of like alcohol. You must control it. No, not over 20. I mean, not under 20s. You cannot allow minors to be smoking that stuff. And even if you smoke it, you have to be responsible. Heavy machinery, and driving outside and harassing people. You can have a party indoors, and just make sure you. And as usual, just like smoke, you just smoke away from other people. People in the restaurant, they don't want you smoking next to them. Even the regular smokers will be kicking you out of the restaurant. It's a common what do you call that? Common respect for people around you. Basically, and as for cooking, throw in. But if you're gonna cook the buds, which is strong, that's what you smoke. That effect is quite strong. So yesterday I heard on TV that I think they don't understand yet that cooking it is better than smoking it, but be careful because the after effects from smoking comes really quick. You smoke it and 2-3 minutes after you get a feeling, you get that feeling already, and it will knock you out if you have too much. Which is good. You can get 4 hours sleep and wake up. Oh, that's it. I missed the party. Everyone's gone home. 4 hours past. But if you eat it, take it a bit for after a long while. It's just like, the effects comes slower than, lot slower than normal. So just take a little bit, and you can drive home. You probably can drive home. You can even better to walk home. Walk home. No, don't drive. Walk home, and take your time. And if it's a few days, make sure you're with friends. And hopefully you girls out there don't be walking home alone. All this, you'd be happy, and strangers are your best friends. That's not the way to do it. Okay, so beware out there. If you're gonna take it, in orally along with food and that, take just a little bit. If not, you might. It's kind of like overdose. You don't know. I'm not feeling anything. Eat some more. And when that time comes, you'll be so dizzy. You'll be knocked out for ages. Overdose. That's it. Overdose. Me, I prefer smoking it. One huff and a puff, it will last you ages, and then you can go ahead and have a laugh with your friends. I think that's all I have to say about ganja, because it's a big thing in Thailand. We're one of the first Asian countries around this whole region to legalize it. Hopefully it will bring in lots of revenue for the country, and people who are out there, all my friends out there in other countries, you don't have to go all the way to Netherlands and I don't know where else do they legalize it. Yeah, in some states are legal. Of course, in Thailand it's way cheaper, but do control yourselves, okay? And don't even try to bring it home. Don't try to bring it on board. Don't want to have to go visit you in jail. Not everywhere is legal yet. Hopefully, it will take a while, this transition, during legalizing, that new laws be put out there to control the use of ganja. That's it, bye bye, and see you in the next clip. But then I got high.